Move on to this morning to our next coach, the head coach of the Kennesaw State Owls, Brian Bohannon. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Mark.
KSU with a tough double overtime loss to ETSU back on this coming Saturday. We can open up and talk about the game against Tennessee State. We'll start taking questions, talking about points.
Well, obviously it was our first game under the lights. The first, opened up the season. It was a great atmosphere, great crowd. East Tennessee State's been sitting on a tough loss a year ago and came in and really played extremely well. I thought our kids played hard and fought to the end. At the end of the day, we made too many critical mistakes at critical times to win a football game like that. And I think obviously it's a lesson learned for our football team. But I love the way our kids continue to fight through a lot of adversity throughout the game. And we can definitely build on this and learn from this and make a ton of improvements going into week 2.
All right, we'll start taking questions for Kennesaw State head coach Brian Bohannon. Press star 1 on your phone at any time. Or click the Q&A link near the top of the browser. Click raise hand if you join us this web. Coach, while questions come in, talk about week 2 opponent's point coming back to stadium.
Yeah, we played them last year as well. It's going to be a different football team. They basically overhauled their roster. There may be 30-something guys from last year's team altogether on the roster. But at the end of the day, right now, Mark, it's about Kennesaw State. We got to go be the best football team we can be and correct the mistakes we had from week 1 in all phases of the game. And it all is about preparation. As I talked to our football team, it's about how you go about your business during the week that's going to give you a chance to be successful on Saturday. And we got to prepare better so that we can play better. And that's really the most important thing for us right now.
Talk a little bit about Darius Fortress, Defensive Player of the Week conference. Had a nice game Saturday and kind of how he's come along for you.
Well, last year he played a little bit for us at some different positions, played on special teams a little bit at defensive tackle, and we're really trying to find where he fit best, and we moved him to defensive end in the spring. Very mature, really explosive, strong kid. I'm not surprised by what he did Saturday night. I kind of expected him to do that, and that was his first start, and I think he'll continue to get better as a football player and continue to be an impact player on defense. But great kid, not surprised by what he did on Saturday. I told some people around here I expected him to have a really good outing, and he did, and I think he'll continue to get better and be not only a good player for us, but be a good leader on defense for us as well.
You alluded to some of it already talking to your team. What did you say to your squad after the game? Turn the page.
Well, in all honesty, this is probably the toughest loss we've had since we've been here. So at the end of the day, one game's not going to define our season. It's not going to define who we are as a football program, and we have to learn that. And you gotta when you win, lose, or draw, you learn from it and then you move on. You can't let it linger. You can't let it hang around, and that's what we got to do. And we went back to work yesterday. Today's a big work day for us on the field, and we just got to move forward and get better and learn from our mistakes and understand that when you go to practice and you make a mistake, you do it over. When you make a mistake during a game, you don't get do-over. And so we got to do a better job preparing ourselves so that when we get in a game, we don't put ourselves in those situations.
Be kind of specifically what some of those things are. I was more from one of the week things that look at improvement from your.
Well, I mean, we opened up the game. We got the ball, had a great kick return. We drove the ball down to the 1.5 yard line. We had a miscue on a center QB exchange. The ball was snapped early. Then we get in a 4th and goal on the not even 1 yard line, and we turn a guy loose. That's the start of the game right there. And it kind of dominoed from there. And every time we would get a little something going, we'd have a penalty, you have a turnover, or you have a major missed assignment. Those are 3 things you can't do and win ball games. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have a bunch of missed assignments. You can't have penalties. So it just goes back to focus on detailed assignment. We got to do a better job as coaches of making sure we coach the attention to detail and go out and execute in a better fashion. And I know our kids will do that. you know, they recognize what happened and what we can get better at. But that's the biggest thing, honestly, in that game. We never could get anything going consistently because we would shoot ourselves in our foot. And I give East Tennessee State credit. I mean, they had a good plan. But we beat ourselves pretty good as well.
All right. Coach, I'm not seeing any more questions for you, so go ahead and let you go. Thanks for joining us. Good luck Saturday.
Okay. Thanks, Mark.